It's been 18 months since we've done a filmed investigation for a YouTube channel. So today we're going to Ram's Island. Ram's Island sits on Loch Ness and so the old Neil cottage, which is owned by the family that owned the island going back 200 years. And one of the legends is that apparently Mrs. O'Neill would go down every morning and lay a basket of food for the fairies to come in and get, because she believed that they were blessed with whatever growth of vegetation they had on the island, and she put that down to the fae. So this is one of the legends anyway. We were there about 13 years ago, and in the top camp, we were all sitting around the fire. It was getting dark, and the top camp sits up probably about 60-70 feet up on like a hill, hence the top camp. And we all seen what looked like a dark figure walking along the boundary of our camp, and it disappeared. We all seen it, all 8 of us seen it, and we thought, oh my goodness, somebody has fell down this. It's like a cliff edge. It's not a cliff edge, but it's a steep drop. And when we all run over, there was nobody there, so that on its own was interesting. So we're really looking forward to tonight. The weather is looking good. We're staying in a pod on the island. Michael, who does the charity, it ferries people across, taxis people across in the boat. Wonderful guy. I've done a previous vlog with Michael a few weeks ago for my motorbike channel, and I was treated so well. So I'm really looking forward to going back with the Ghost Searchers Ireland team. Fingers crossed we get a good investigation, but also, more importantly, we enjoy the adventure. So we've just left the house. The time is going on 11 o'clock. The arrival time there should be probably in around 12:30, roughly, give or take.
I'm driving, so about 1:45, probably.
I was going to say 11:15.
I drive sensible. I do.
Okay. You drive sensibly, hence the big crack in his windscreen. I don't know if you can see it or not, but just hit a pedestrian on the way down here.
They got out of my way.
Nobody's supposed to know about that. It's our secret, so nobody else. Let's see, we were just talking there on the way out. Warren, you hadn't been there how many years?
8, possibly 9 years.
As long as that. Did you investigate, or was it a social weekend?
Social weekend. Yeah.
So you don't remember anything then?
Absolutely nothing. I know we got a boat. I think
the boat is very memorable. You can't forget the boat. Yeah. And Captain Smith riding it.
Captain Smith, iceberg, dead ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or a floating tower. So we're just waiting on Sam to come down, and I've just noticed Warren's luggage, and I was joking about the kitchen sink, but I think maybe the kitchen sink might be buried in there, maybe somewhere.
I was going to bring the dishwasher, so it was, but you said no. It was too heavy.
It might be in the black bag. So this is mine.
What's in that black bag? Is your blue up? What?
And this is Warren's. The big diva that he is. Do you know some of the stories? Apparently Mrs. O'Neill used to go down and feed the fae along the shore.
I think I've seen a boy with a big long beard. That was Robert, who died a couple of years before.
And was he a family member?
He was her husband. And a lot of people said they've seen him. Tower, we reckon, was built, it's over 1,000 years, sorry.
Right.
The tower was built in the 9th or 10th century. It's part of a monastic settlement, but the height of the tower has been reduced.
Wasn't there, a few years ago, wasn't there a few bodies or bones or something was found at the bottom of it?
Bones found on the bottom.
Were they human bones?
Yeah, the monks.
Of the monks?
Yeah. There was a story going around that there was treasure buried in the bottom of the tower. Now, when they built them towers, there was the bottom of them, they filled it with rubble to give them a bit of stability.
Yeah.
And these two guys had heard that there was treasure in the bottom of the tower.
Right.
So rather than carry all the rubble out to get on through it under the ground, they knocked a hole in the side of the tower near the bottom.
Yes.
And
I think that hole's still there, isn't it? It's been covered up.
it's been covered up. When they got all the rubble out and they dug down, they found the bodies, and they reckon there were a couple of monks, because they had the the brass pins that the monks would use to fasten their cloaks on them.
Right. Wow.
And the hole was still there up until the 60s, because I remember as a child being in the tower and looking up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was just like a big pipe.
Yes. Is it just, there's no stairs or anything on it? It's just a tower on its own?
No, the tower,
So what would it have been used for then?
inside it wouldn't be the width. There was wooden floors in the tower,
Right.
and the ladders between them.
Yes.
You couldn't, if you put a staircase in there, you'd have room for nothing else.
Yeah.
You know, the monks wouldn't have had any trees on the island.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have been able to see all around them. And if they seen a strange boat coming, they would have into the tower, pulled the ladder up and closed the door behind them.
Dr. Chevalgo here, what are you saying?
There is a logical explanation for everything.
For what? Like you bringing half your house with you, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I like my
There's a lot
comforts.
of spirits come in bottles.
There is indeed. Yes, I like the vodka kind. So do I. And the Morgans. Morgans is good.
My mother-in-law, she used to read the tarot cards, tea leaves, and I used to keep her going. I used to say to her, Doris, when you're tuned in there, would you get me next week's lottery numbers? See? So, and she used to roar at the wife, Flo, he's mocking me.
She didn't give you the lottery numbers, did she?
No, she didn't, unfortunately. We wouldn't,
No, that's why I
be,
still take
having, we wouldn't be having this conversation, Gary. I would buy Ram's Island off Lord O'Neill and declare myself king. We told him that.
Are you really trying to figure that out, Gary, are you? No. Come on. By the time you get out there on, the boat will be sunk. Could well be Sam. Is it a Hyundai, is it? It is.
Hold on. Yes.
Yes, Sam.
Not a bit of stuff down you lazy kid.
That's rotten as well. Do you want it, Angus? Take it
Some
home
of
with
us
you.
have to be constructive around here and do stuff. You just stand there and freaking talk a load of shit.
I learned from a pro.
Hi there, Angus. Well, Sam, you all set?
Yep.
Good. What's it like to be late all the time?
Quite early, you said 1 o'clock. So was Raleigh driving across here?
It's his fault because he was talking like he normally does, and I just want you to come down earlier to stop me from listening to that, you know.
Try not to drop your camera in the water.
Did you bring your monk suit?
Yep.
I see you got your hair done the same as a monk. That's good.
Even got it shaved.
That's amazing, man. You so like him with glasses and everything. You even smell like one.
You indeed.
So do you think we'll hit any icebergs?
Not you.
What about the Loch Ness Monster? Do you think we might see a Loch Ness Monster?
It's a possibility.
I mean, this is a paranormal adventure.
It's called the Loch Ness Monster. And it's called Bessie.
We tip for today: when you're standing in front of a boat, always wear a life jacket.
This is just lovely.
Are you cold, Warren?
No,
I'm talking about your wiener.
it's always small.
Yeah, it's shrunk. It's lovely, I don't know. It's all to do with shoulder movement. You need to put it right back. Yeah, that's it. That's good. You've just another 6 or 7 there to go. You're doing a grand job. So who are you thinking about when you're hitting that with somebody's head? You think it's a taxman's or
No, this is the small guy.
we small guy?
Gary.
Oh, well, not a big guy for that. You made the right decision bringing him along. Right, so we've had an important development happen here. So Warren was splitting the wood and wanted to mention a comment about me being a surgeon. Was it for national health? And I said, do you want to choke on that lettuce leaf? And Warren was just randomly going for his Facebook. And what did you see, what, Warren? Just your mate. So it does look like the guy over at the table, and he's one of the most wanted serial killers in Northern Ireland. But
it's something to do with vegetarianism or something like that.
Vegetarian? Well, that's me then, because I mentioned T-bone steaks.
And it says here that he murdered somebody with an axe. They're mentioning about
Was it a blunt axe?
salad leaf.
I am.
What's the point you get there? You sure?
It's okay, we'll send you over. You're the axe murderer. you're the whiz kid with the axe. Anyway, get back to the point. Warren watching porn up.
Living in a dark, clouded haze, we danced, we fought. We were bound to make mistakes, real love, we thought. But it was always on fire, our house, our dream. We were dancing on wire, reckless it seemed. I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed it open.
Investigation now. Just for a wee change, I thought we'd do something different. Well, we'll film in daylight instead of the dark hours. This is the O'Neill cottage, and the Tower of Slea is in behind. The story is that the woman herself would go down to the water's edge and feed the fairies. So what's the SP7? What is it, and what's the purpose?
SP7 is a ghost box. Scans through the radio frequencies, and apparently the spirits can use it to communicate with us. We've had some good results.
So you're using that tonight, that recorder?
I'm using the recorder. I've turned on the microphone this time.
You sure the microphone's on?
The microphone is on. It is. Well, the wee light's on anyway.
Last time we done an investigation, we were all set, filmed the whole lot. Warren forgot to put the microphone in. So it was done on, it's like a silent movies.
It was a silent movie.
Say no more. Time is for documentation, 7:15. SP7.
Call out for the monks that might have been here. The bones that were found in the bottom of the tower, were they your bones? It's the tower. The minute we're inside O'Neill's cottage. So we are. Now as you can see, it's well and truly overgrown. So it is. Large trees going through it. Yeah.
Come to me. Can you say one of our names? We'll introduce ourselves. My name's Gary.
I'm Sam. My name's Warren.
What is your name? Yes.
This is the sculpture of Thomas.
I wonder was it him that we seen up at the camp? You never know.
You just never know. If there's spirits of the monks that used to live here over 600 years ago, can you please let us know that you're here? Tell us.
Is that my time? Man's voice, my time. Sounded like branches breaking.
Yeah, but there could be people walking up this here pathway here, so we could.
Oh, I don't see anyone.
Yeah.
Thomas, can you talk us through this device?
I can. Was that I can?
She's here. She's here? What?
Who's Mary?
Mary?
Mary.
You didn't say that.
Just come into my head.
What was it?
Mary just come into my head there.
Mary?
She did, yeah. So,
I know her, Mary.
yes.
It's passed over, yeah. Mary, tell us your full name. Don't know what that means. Yeah, hold on. Put in new buttons. Completely dead. Does there somebody want to communicate with us who wants to give us a message?
Call me back. Sure.
Call me back. Do you know Sam's nickname?
Someone does.
No one does. No one does. I heard that. No one does. Okay, EVP session 21, Rams Island at the O'Neill Cottage, Gary, Warren and Sam. Okay. We're calling out for the spirits of the O'Neills to come forward and communicate on this device that I'm holding in my hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it over at the cottage and I want you to talk into the device, and when I walk back and play it back we can hear your message on the recording. Okay? So here we go. Now talking to that device, when I count to 3, I'll leave a message. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, EVP session 21, Rams Island at the O'Neill Cottage, Gary, Warren and Sam.
Right, talking.
So here we go.
Do you hear that? You know, hear one's voice, it's then man. You heard something?
Thank you.
Do you hear that? Man? That was a woman's whisper that said
Yeah,
man, wasn't
man,
it?
yeah.
Did you hear it, Sam? I heard it. You just
Yeah.
heard it. Not hear that. What I hear? Man's voice that says help. Help. What do you hear?
Help.
That was a good session. Woman's voice, help. Woman's voice. The stone brick theory.
Yeah.
So this is like the stone brick theory here. We're gonna put the ghost box almost inside the fabric off the wall. Do you hear it? Yeah. Man's voice just went, yeah. You hear that, Warren?
Yeah.
Man's voice, yeah.
I did indeed.
Can you tell us who you are? Woman's voice, I'm scared. Did you hear that? 100. Woman's voice. Same voice. Can you say one of our names? Either Gary, Sam, or Warren. No, it was the woman's voice at Gary. Gary. Dry Sainsbury has a big crack in his windscreen. I don't know if you can see it on that, but just hit a pedestrian on the way down here. Did you? I see you got your hair done the same as a monk. That's good.
Even got it saved.
That's amazing, man. You so like him with him glasses and everything.
It's called the Loch Ness Monster. It's called Bessie.
That's lovely, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's good. You've just another 6 or 7 there to go. You're doing a grand job.
No, this is the small guy.
We small guy.
Gary.
Just for a wee change, I thought we'd do something different. Well, we'll film in daylight instead of the dark hours. This is the O'Neill Cottage, and the Tower of Slay is in behind. and feed the fairies.
I'm using the recorder. I've turned on the microphone this time.
Last time we done an investigation, we were all set, filmed the whole lot. Warren forgot to put the microphone on.
Were they your bones?
Sort of say, come to me.
This is the sculpture of Thomas. Tell us.
Is that my time? Sounded like branches breaking. Oh, I don't see anyone. Thomas, can you talk to us through this device? She's here.
Mary just came into my head there.
Mary?
Yeah.
You bubbles. Completely dead. Does somebody want to communicate with us who wants to give us a message?
Coming back from zero.
Do you know Sam's nickname?
Someone does.
No one does. No one does, I heard that. No one does. Do you hear that? Man? Help!
Crystal clear.
What do you hear?
Help.
Hear this woman's voice, help? Can you tell us who you are? 100? Woman's voice? Same voice? Can you say one of our names? Either Gary, Sam, or Warren? No, it was the woman's voice at Gary.